Hey guys, it's me, Fanfiction Robbie. I told you guys I would be uploading part 2 immediately right after part 1. So yeah, here it is. So let's just dive right into it. Chapter 2, The Gala. Okay. Whew, why am I so nervous I haven't read this story in a while because I have read it before, but it was like such a long time ago and I don't remember most of the story, but I have a feeling that this is the chapter where shit's gonna go down. Okay, let's get started. The Grand Galloping Gala was next week, and Twilight had called all her friends to help with preparations, except for Rainbow Dash, as she and the Wonder Colts were part of the entertainment anyway. Applejack was to be in charge of the food, Fluttershy was to bring her songbirds, Pinkie Pie was to decorate, and Rarity was to make every pony's dresses. The four approached the palace gate and were let through as the guards already knew them, instead of Twilight. They were greeted by her brother. "Hello, girls," Shining Armor said. "We're so glad you can make it. Twilight and the others are already having dinner. They asked me to escort you." Applejack sighed in relief. "Thank goodness, I'm starved." Pinkie Pie bounced down the hallway. "I love having dinner with the princesses." "You love having dinner with any pony, darling," Rarity chuckled. In the dining hall, Celestia sat at the head of the table, Twilight and Spike on her right, Luna and Cadence on her left. When she saw her friends, the purple alicorn forgot her manners for a moment, leaping out of her seat and attacking them with a hug. Hey, I would do the same thing. If I hadn't seen my friends in like a super long while, I would lose my shit. "I'm so happy you're here," she exclaimed. "I haven't seen you guys in weeks." "We're happy to be here," Applejack declared. "Now, how about we chow down?" As they ate, the friends caught up with one another. Twilight told them about the new spells she had learned. Rarity talked about the dresses she had in mind for the gala. Applejack asked if the orphans could be invited to the event, and Pinkie babbled on about pudding. Me. Fluttershy politely listened to the conversations and nodded when necessary. Then Shining Armor and Cadence had big news. "Should I tell them?" the alicorn asked her husband. "I think you have the right," he replied with a wink. She smiled at all of them. "We're having a baby!" "Oh my god, I forgot about that!" Too bad this was written before Season 7, so unfortunately no Princess Flurry Heart. Every pony gasped. "Wait a second," Pinkie Pie cried. Oh my god, I remember this part. Then she took a sip of water and spat it out. "You're having a baby? Congratulations! I get to play with it, right?" "I don't care, as long as I get to play with it." Cadence laughed. "Of course, Pinkie." Twilight clapped. "Yay, I'm gonna be an aunt." "When are you due?" Rarity asked. 10 months, answered Shining Armor. "How wonderful," Fluttershy complimented, speaking for the first time that evening. Me. I rarely talk to anybody. It's not that I have poor social skills, it's just that I'm afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing because I have no filter, and that's pretty concerning. "This calls for a toast," Celestia announced. She lifted her goblet. "Here's to the new prince or princess." The others lifted their gauntlets and cheered in agreement. "Wait," Spike paused. "I'm not going to be the one to change its diaper, am I?" Same. When all 3 of my cousins were born, I was like, you're not expecting me to learn how to, change their diapers, are you? And to this day, I still don't know how to change a diaper. People say it's like folding a burrito, and I'm like, yeah, I highly doubt that's it. Every pony laughed. Fluttershy only smiled softly. She was truly happy for the young couple, but for some reason, that happiness could not be reflected. Applejack was the only one who noticed Fluttershy's depression and stopped laughing. Her friend had been this way for quite a while now. When she engaged in social activities as much as possible, she never seemed to take pleasure in them. It bothered the cowgirl, and she was determined to find out what was going on. I think she should have put cow pony. I think it would fit this better. I mean, yeah, she's a female, but she's a pony, so, just saying. Just a little comment there. The next day, preparations for the Grand Galloping Gala began. Pinkie Pie brought her party cannon into the ballroom and fired balloons and confetti all over the place. Princess Celestia was sure the gala was going to be less boring this year. Rarity called the girls in one by one to take measurements and asked their opinion on their dresses. Though they knew to trust the unicorn's vision and not to make too many suggestions. That's a reference to one of the episodes. I just realized that. I forgot what the name of the episode was. Damn. All I know, the only thing I remember from that episode is that the dresses were absolutely hideous. Like, they made me want to vomit. After gathering food supplies from the market, Applejack decided to take a stroll in the garden. She would not have to make food until the day before the event, so she had some time to herself. She followed a melodic... I still can't say that word. English is hard. Sound and encountered Fluttershy conducting her bird chorus. She stopped them in the middle of the song. No, it's more like she sang a few notes in that sweet voice of hers. Understand? Howdy, Fluttershy, Applejack said in a voice loud enough to startle the birds. The pony beamed apologetically. Oops, sorry. The Pegasus sighed and gave a small smile. It's okay. We were about to take a break anyway. Why the heck can't I read? Applejack studied her face carefully. Is something wrong, Sugar Cube? Oh, what? Oh no, nothing is wrong. She wasn't convinced by her tone. Fluttershy, I'm gonna be honest with you. You've seemed to be down in the dumps as of late. You know, I can't remember the last time I've seen you smile. I mean really smile, like you meant it. Fluttershy paused and turned away. It's nothing, really. Applejack took a deep breath. It's those nightmares, isn't it? You're still having them, aren't you? The Pegasus floated to the ground and hid her face shamefully. Her friend put an assuring hoof on her back. Sugar Cube, she said slowly, it's been 3 years. Discord's long gone. You got nothing to fear anymore. You gotta let it go. Let it go, let it go. I'm sorry, I had to. Ugh. She sniffed. I know, but the nightmares just won't go away. Even when I'm not asleep. It's like everywhere I turn, he's there. Watching. Waiting to... I don't know, take me away or something. I can't... She started to cry. Applejack stroked her mane in comfort. Hey, it's okay. It's all in your imagination. Discord's not coming back, and he certainly isn't going to take you away. Neither of them knew, but in a cave far away, their old enemy was watching the scene in a mirror. He could not help but laugh. It's just too amusing, he exclaimed. Oh, the dramatic irony of it all. Ooh, imagine the looks on their faces when I appear out of the blue after all this time. Me when I come out of the bathroom. Like, seriously, I don't know if any of you guys do any of this, but when I'm in the bathroom, I am in there for like a super long time because most of the time I'm on my phone. Like, I was like watching like a survey online a few days ago, and some guy had asked, where do you get the most done? And literally someone put in the bathroom. And I was like, yes, and everyone agreed with that answer. So yeah, like, oh my gosh, this is gonna sound so stupid. I want you guys to, like, in the comments, like, write where you get most of your stuff done. And if you say in the bathroom, we'll lose my shit. Okay, let's continue. We're getting off track here. The image in the mirror faded, and only his reflection was visible. And why have we been hiding all these years? His image mocked. So we can lead those naive ponies into a false sense of security, so that when we strike, it'll be a surprise. Based on their moods now, I'd say the time has come. They all think I'm gone for good, except for that wimpy Pegasus. Oh, who cares? No pony listens to her anyway. He chuckled. Oh, that pony is in for quite a fright. Exactly what's the plan this time? Turning them into their opposites again? Oh yeah, 'cause that worked out so well. No, we can't do something that can be undone. We'll have to make a more permanent change. He tapped his chin with his eagle claw. Ew. Yeah, why did I read it like that? I'm so retarded. The problem is those elements of harmony, his reflection said. As long as they are willing to use them, we are not safe. His eyes widened as an idea hit him. Yes, but what if they're not willing to use them? The reflection smiled evilly. Ooh, I like the sound of that. So what's the plan? I'll tell you later. Those ponies are in for the surprise of their lives. He broke into a roar of maniacal laughter, which echoed throughout the cave. He then glanced around at the emptiness of his lair. You know, I've really got to stop talking to myself. Me. Like, me. The gala was only one day away when Spike coughed up a message for Princess Celestia. There was a crisis in Sadil. Ugh. I can't. These pony country names. Saddle Arabia. There we go. She announced to the other princesses after reading the parchment. What sort of crisis? Luna asked. It lacks detail, but it says they need you, Cadence and I, to come to their aid. Why not me? Twilight questioned. That's what it says. Even if they requested all of us, one of us will have to stay behind. But you can't all leave right now. What about the gala? We must leave immediately. You will be in charge of everything, Twilight, including the Grand Galloping Gala. The young Alicorn froze. Me? Rule Equestria? Run the gala by myself? Ew. What was that with my throat? Celestia nodded. You will have your friends and brother to help you, of course. But yes, until we return, all royal duties will be appointed to you. But I haven't even been a princess for a year yet. And now you want me to run the kingdom by myself? Do you think I'm ready? The tall white alicorn lifted her chin with her hoof. I do. When the others heard about this, they panicked. You mean they're not going to attend the gala? Verity exclaimed. Oh, and I made them those 3 dresses for nothing. We're doing this all by ourselves? Fluttershy asked worryingly. Aw, we've thrown big parties before, Pinkie said cheerfully. It'll be no sweat. But something as big as the Grand Galloping Gala, it seems like a performance. Oh, I think I'm going to. Applejack caught her before she hit the floor. I'm nervous too, Twilight declared, but don't worry, girls. I know we can pull this off if we work together. This lifted every pony's spirits and they cheered. Well, everyone but Fluttershy, who uttered a half-hearted yay. Yay! Ew. I shouldn't have done that. That really hurt. I'm laying down and my throat and neck are all scrunched up so I look like a worm. Well, what are we waiting for? Said Rarity. We have a gala to prepare. I'll go get my birds to practice. Her 4 friends watched in confusion as the Pegasus trotted sadly off. What's wrong with Fluttershy? Pinkie Pie wondered. The Grand Galloping Gala's tomorrow. She should be happy. Why isn't she happy? You know how she is with social events, Rarity said. But I've never seen her like this before, Twilight noted. It's the nightmares again, Applejack explained. They seem to be getting worse. The Alicorn's face filled with concern. How long has she been like this? A while. I can't remember the last time I saw her smile. Pinkie Pie pondered. You know what? Neither can I. When she does give a smile, it looks forced. You know, she's been getting invitations from an enormous array of stallions, Rarity mentioned, but she rejects all of them. I simply cannot understand it. If I received that much attention, I would bask in it. Ho. Oh, wow. So mean. I'm sorry, I'm not a big Rarity fan. Sorry to all you Rarity fans out there. I'm sorry. It's my opinion. You say she's having nightmares, Twilight asked. Do you mean the ones involving... She didn't need to finish. Exactly. She can't seem to get that monster out of her mind. But he's been gone for 3 years, Rarity reminded them. What is she afraid of? We gotta find a way to turn her frown upside down, Pinkie declared. But how? They all thought for a moment. Then Rarity's face lit up. What she needs is a social boost. She should do more at the gala tomorrow night than conduct the bird choir. She should sing a song. Ooh, I remember this part. You're right, Pinky agreed. She has an amazing voice, but she doesn't show it off. This could be her chance. What about her stage fright? Applejack questioned. Oh, please, Rarity huffed. It's high time she got over it. I suppose she could sing. We'll have to ask her first. Fluttershy was reluctant in the beginning, but then decided it would be something to take her mind off everything and accepted. Besides, she was much more afraid of her nightmares coming true than performing on stage. Okay. Next section. I have a feeling this video is going to be long, but I looked at the memory of this thing and it's good for 47 minutes, so we're good. But if it does cut off, I'm really sorry. The posh ponies were astonished when they entered the castle the next evening. The ballroom was decorated like a 6-year-old's birthday party. The table was covered in peasant baked goods. The orchestra was playing the Pony Pokey, and Princess Twilight was greeting the guests instead of Celestia. She, of course, only did this for the first few minutes and then left to mingle. The scene was also lively due to the presence of the Canterlot orphans. The Canterlot elite were shocked at first, but soon settled into the rusticity of it all. They had to admit, the gala was a lot more entertaining this year. Pinkie Pie was in the middle of a song when she suddenly cried, "Rainbow Dash." I don't want to scream that, because my parents are asleep, but it's like 12:30 a.m. The Wonderballs had just entered the ballroom, and Rainbow Dash was tackled by the enthusiastic pony. "I'm so glad you're here!" Pinkie Pie shrieked. The blue Pegasus wrapped an arm around her and laughed. "Good to see you too, Pinkie." She was then met with Twilight and Applejack, both of which offered her a hug. "Hey, where are Rarity and Fluttershy?" she asked, glancing around. Fluttershy was practicing her song, and Rarity went to pick up the Cutie Mark Crusaders in the train station. Applejack explained with a chuckle, though they're not exactly the Cutie Mark Crusaders anymore. Whoa, back up. Fluttershy is practicing what now?" "She's singing a song tonight," answered Twilight. Rainbow Dash looked at her in disbelief. "Fluttershy, on stage? We thought it would be a good confidence boost for her. And what was that you said about the CMC?" Applejack was about to reply when a young voice cried, "Rainbow Dash." It belonged to Scootaloo, who was racing towards her role model. Rainbow greeted her adopted sister with a hug. "I missed you, Scoots. Let's have a look at you." "Wow, you've grown, kid, and—" She paused. "Is that—" Scootaloo lifted her skirt to reveal a picture of a red scooter on her flank. "Can you believe it? I finally earned my Cutie Mark." Rainbow and Twilight gasped. Applejack smirked. "Tried to tell ya. Congrats, kiddo." The older Pegasus rubbed her purple mane playfully. "I always knew you had slick moves on that scooter." "I know," Scootaloo exclaimed. "How could I have not known that was my special talent?" Then Rarity approached with Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom, who, like Scootaloo, were dressed elegantly. Apple Bloom wore a glittery red dress and had switched her pink bow with a sparkling green one. Sweetie Belle wore glass slippers to match her blue dress and oh my gosh, I can't read that. Translucent trimming. Scootaloo's hair was long and wild, and her dress had a magnificent blend of orange and purple. "Wow," Twilight marveled, "you girls look beautiful." "Did you make them those dresses, Rarity?" "Would you believe it?" Rarity replied. "Dear Apple Bloom here came up with the designs." "Really?" "Yeah," her sister exclaimed. "And guess what appeared yesterday?" She lifted her skirt, making Applejack gawk at her cute bit. Why can't I read? I sound like a retard. Oh, God. Okay. Making Applejack gawk at her Cutie Mark. It was an apple being painted red by a brush. Why didn't you tell me? I knew Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle. I was worried I wanted it to be a surprise. I was so good at designing dresses. I thought I could use my designing skills to repaint the clubhouse. When I was done, this thing appeared. Applejack sniffed and hugged her little sister. "My little Apple Bloom has finally blossomed." "But you said Sweetie Belle had her Cutie Mark too," Twilight said. "I do," the little unicorn piped. Piped as she revealed her flank. Sweetie Belle's Cutie Mark was a lavender musical note ringing a pink bell. Twilight did not need to ask what her talent was. "I always knew you had a lovely singing voice." "I got it at the talent show," Sweetie Belle explained. "We were doing a stand-up comedy act, but no pony was laughing. Then Sweetie Belle started singing, and we joined in. When every pony clapped, I realized that not only do I love singing, but I'm very good at it. Then I got my cutie mark, and we won, Apple Bloom added. You three sure have come a long way, Rainbow noted. We all have, said Twilight. Neither of them noticed the gray stallion listening from afar. His deer antler and goat horn were hidden atop his hat. The only things that would not change, along with his yellow and red eyes. He smiled to himself at the eloquent statement. We have indeed, Twilight Sparkle, including me. Alright, I'm going to pause the video here. I want to see if I can at least fit one more chapter in because I really want to sing the song. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to pause and get some water because my throat is like killing me. Okay. I'm back. I'm going to get more water. Ugh, the heck is wrong with the water? Alright, so far the gala was a success. Even the snobbiest of ponies were enjoying themselves. While Pinkie Pie kept the entertainment going, Rainbow Dash and Applejack were hanging with the orphans, who were eager to see them both. I want to be just like you, they kept saying to either one or the other. Aw, shucks, Applejack blushed. Think big, kids. I almost burped. Ew. Ew. Oh my god. Rainbow said, with a lot of practice and guts, you can go anywhere. I cannot believe you burped. It wasn't even big, so it wasn't even worth it. With a lot of practice and guts, you can go anywhere. Girls, Twilight interjected, have either of you seen Fluttershy? It's almost time for her to go on. She wasn't in her room, Applejack asked. No, I've checked. She's probably in the garden. You know how she feels more comfortable with the critters. I'll go get her, Rainbow volunteered. Indeed, Fluttershy was in the garden, warming up her voice. She was nervous. She felt like it was going to crack. Oh, what am I doing? She muttered to herself. I can't go up in front of every pony and sing. Why not? We all know you're great. Someone is tapping on my freaking window. Here, I'm gonna pause the video. Damn it. Okay. As soon as I turned on the light, whoever was tapping on my window left because I heard them try to jump over the gate. I think they fell because I heard cha-ching. Jeez, I don't know who's been tapping on my window, but that was creepy. I'm so glad my windows can't open. Alright. Why not? Oh, wait. Oh, what am I doing? She muttered to herself. I can't go up in front of every pony and sing. Why not? We all know you're great. She turned to see Rainbow Dash in her Wonderbolt's uniform. She embraced her with a smile. I'm happy to see you. Really? Rainbow asked, because the others have told me that you haven't been very happy lately. Fluttershy glanced down at her hooves. Well, they say it's because you keep having nightmares about Discord. She looked up at her with serious eyes. It was different. In my dreams, he usually just holds me and laughs. That's what I dreamt he did last night. But this time he was, she shivered, stroking my mane, and I was letting him. I didn't put up a fight. Rainbow put a hoof around her. Hey, it was just a dream. You gotta hang loose. This is a party. That reminds me, it's time for your song. Oh, I really don't feel like singing. Don't tell me you still got stage fright. Come on, don't you remember how you helped us all with that hurricane? Singing is different from flying. You're a great singer. You were able to sing that pet song with me. That was when I was only around you and the critters. But there are hundreds of ponies here watching me, and don't worry, I'll be right there to support you. We all will. Fluttershy gulped. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video again because I keep hearing someone tapping on my window, and it is scaring the shit out of me. Jeez. Turns out it was one of my friends who lived across the street, and I told her that she needed to leave or I was gonna punch her face in. Ugh. Don't you just love having friends? Right. Discord was bored with the entire scene, though he had to admit this year's gala was much more interesting than last year's and the year before. Still, there just wasn't enough chaos, so to entertain himself, there we go. He pulled a few pranks. Oh my god! Why did a few pranks on the posh ponies. If I have dyslexia, it's gonna suck. Like making a hair appear in the punch bowl, but he could not draw attention to himself until the time was right. He looked around the room and noticed that the little dragon Spike was attempting to get a dance with Rarity. He rolled his eyes. Give it up, kid. It's never gonna happen. That's what I would say if my friend tried getting a boyfriend that was so out of her or his league. Like, give it up. It's never gonna happen. Though we had to admire his persistence. Meanwhile, the party pony Pinky was unknowingly making a fool of herself. Me, every day in school. I'm the P to the I, I'm not gonna sing that. To the P to the I to the E, she sang. And while I'm at it, ponies, won't you please be friends with me? I'm Pinkalicious. Why? It was then that Twilight pulled the microphone away. Thank you, Discord silently said to himself. You finally do something right. The princess tapped the mic, getting every pony's attention. Mares and gentle colts, she addressed. Welcome to the Grand Galloping Gala. I hope you all are having you know what? Fuck it. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves. I was gonna say having a good time, but my brain was like, no, you're reading it right. A cheer erupted from the orphans. The Lord of Chaos grunted. Why in the world did they invite a bunch of annoying little brats? Well, there's more to come. We have a wide range of entertainment planned for you tonight, including an air show from the Wonderbolts. The crowd stomped their hooves and the Wonderbolts flew up and bowed slightly. Discord simply yawned. I might as well do it now, he thought, but the Elicorn kept talking. Oh my god. It's late, so cut me some slack. But first, we're gonna hear a song from a very good friend of mine. Oh my god. I remember this part. I love this part. This is my favorite part of the book. I want to call it a book instead of fanfiction. Mares and gentle colts, the element of kindness herself, Fluttershy. Oh goody, the little wimpy Pegasus is going to sing. This ought to be hilarious. Then he noticed the awestruck look on the stallions. What are they staring at? Discord followed their gaze and dropped the glass of chocolate milk he had been drinking. The yellow Pegasus was walking nervously up to the mic. She wore a flowing I'm not gonna say that word. Green dress with white daisies braided in her smooth pink mane. It was the first time in years that Discord had seen the element of kindness. His mirror did not count, and she was. He shook the thought out of his head. It was just a momentary lapse. Yeah, not for long. I'm like fangirling so hard here. I'm sorry. I didn't say that this fanfiction reading was gonna be perfect. Fluttershy looked out towards the audience and felt her knees buckling. Then she noticed her 5 best friends and the Cutie Mark Crusaders in the front row, giving her assuring smiles. She glanced over at the pianist, who nodded and played her starting note. Her voice was weak at first. I really want to sing. I'm not going to sing until I get to the actual song. It's probably going to sound like crap because I recently just got done being sick and my throat is still a little bleh. Alright. Can any pony... Ugh, it sounded like crap. She cleared her throat. Oh, ew. Find me some pony too. She stopped in panic. Sweetabelle saw her plight and sang, La. Damn it, why does God hate me? The Pegasus looked at her with thanks. Then the pianist started playing as her cue approached. Fluttershy grew more nervous, so Sweetabelle leapt up on stage and nodded to her with assurance. This made her confident, and she sang a little louder. Each morning I get up, I die a little, can barely stand on my feet. The unicorn filly sang back up. Take a look at yourself. Alright, take a look in the mirror. Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't remember how this song goes. Take a look in the mirror and cry. Lord, what are you doing to me? I've spent all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, some pony. Sweetie Belle urged the audience to join in. Some pony. Fluttershy started to smile. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, you go, Fluttershy. You sing it. Some pony. Some. Did it say it again? Oh, okay, it did. I can't see. Some pony sang her friends. Can any pony find me? Some pony to love. Ugh. Okay, now that sounded like shit. The ponies stomped their hooves and cheered. Fluttershy blushed. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. You're doing great, Sweetie Belle whispered. Now sing louder and with more feeling. She took a deep breath and did so. Got no feel, I got no rhythm. I just keep losing my beat. Others in the audience started singing. Yeah, I think I got dyslexia. Oh my gosh, I've been sucking. It's like 31 minutes. She just keeps losing her beat. I'm okay, I'm alright. Apple Bloom and Scootaloo joined them on stage. She's alright, ain't gonna face no defeat. I just gotta get out of this prison cell. One day I'm gonna be free, Lord. Some pony, some pony, some pony, some pony. I can't repeat that over and over. Can any pony find me? Fluttershy pulled the mic off the stand. Some pony to love. If I get copyrighted for this, I'm gonna KMS. A wide grin spread across her face as she continued singing. Soon the audience was nothing but background vocals, and she was lost in a world of her own. In the spur of the moment, she flew high into the air. She works hard every day. I try, but every pony wants to pull me down. They say I'm going crazy. They say I got a lot of water in my brain. Got no common sense, I got no pony left to believe. I am so not singing right. Oh my god. I haven't heard this song in a long time. I don't even know if I'm singing it right. I could be singing it wrong, but you know what? Who cares? Discord watched her performance in astonishment. Was this the same Pegasus he had met in the labyrinth? Was this the same Pegasus who ran at the sight of butterflies? Who hardly ever uttered an audible word? Was this pony singing in that strong, confident voice? Or in my case, a very sick, sucky voice? Spinning in circles in the air, shining in the spotlight, really, the weak and helpless Fluttershy? He watched as she danced during the interlude. Every move she made was delicate and graceful, not a single flaw present. It made him sick. I have to put a stop to this. The three fillies started singing again. Find her some pony to love. Oh my god, I'm crying. This is making me shiver. That fangirl shiver. The audience joined in. Find her some pony to love. As they repeated the line, Fluttershy kept twirling in the air, forgetting all her troubles. For the first time in her life, she felt happy. Not for long. Then she felt something grab her hoof and spin her around, but she was so lost she thought nothing of it. She did not even hear the screams from the ponies. It was after her mysterious partner had dipped her that Fluttershy opened her eyes and her smile disappeared. Standing over her, holding her in his arms, was the very object of her nightmares. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because as you can see, we are 34 minutes into the video. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed my awful singing. I swear to you, I sing better. I've been in varsity choir. for a very, very long time. And this is gonna be my last year. I'm crying. Uh, I, I thought I would love my senior year, but then when I started thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be leaving pretty much the only home I've ever known because I literally spent all my days in the choir room. And I'm gonna be leaving my actual home and going to college, and I'm gonna be on my own and not have to depend on anybody. And to a lot of people, that doesn't sound so bad, but oh my gosh. Like, I kid you not, as soon as you're on your own, you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh. This, like, when I was a junior, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a senior next year, mom and dad, and I don't care what you guys say. I'm gonna leave because I'm already an adult and I can depend on myself. I don't need you guys. And now that I've like started thinking about it, that school's starting, I'm like, oh my god, I am gonna be on my own, and my parents are no longer gonna be like feeding me or buying me clothes. I'm gonna have to do all that shit by myself. Like, do you realize how scary that is? And there's like gonna be nobody to remind me, hey, you need to do your homework, or hey, make sure you get up in the morning. Don't you turn off your alarm. Don't put your alarm on snooze. Make sure you set your alarm. I'm gonna be by myself. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I sure did, even though there is parts that I feel a little embarrassed about, but I can't cut it out because I don't know how to edit anything. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be posting part 3 or chapter 3, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow. So bye.